Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved the CSWP practice problem 12.9. First thing we got to notice is that the units are IPS, which is a little bit unusual since we're so used to MMGS with these practice problems. So we'll set the units to IPS. And then we'll focus on the big part right here, which is just the main rectangular prism-ish looking thing. And then we'll make these cuts here, here, and here, and finally drill a hole. So it should be pretty straightforward. We're going to add draft all along the way as we do our extrudes. So let's create this center rectangle and fillet 0.4 the corners. And then we can extrude 1.5 inches, and we're going to do it inward, so like away from us. And we're going to add draft of 8 degrees, but this draft we're going to want to make so that it adds volume rather than subtracting volume like it is right now. So we'll click on draft outward, and now we're going to be adding volume. So the cross sections, if you kind of take a cross section going this way as you're moving away from the neutral plane, which is the same thing as the sketch plane here, if you look at those cross sections, then this shape is basically getting bigger and bigger as you move towards the back. Okay, so we'll hit enter. That's definitely looking like the basic geometry here. So then let's work on these shapes, these 3 rectangles. And we'll do this in the front plane, although you could also work on the plane of the top, like the front face. And I'm going to create a center line and a center rectangle with dimensions 3.5 and 2, and the left edge is going to be 0.5 from this edge over here, so that locks that one down. And then for the other rectangles, I'll just create some normal rectangles. This is going to be 1 by 1.5, and then 1.5 by 2.5. There we go. These edges are collinear, as are these edges. You can see that with these little light gray reference lines here. And then the centers are also lined up, but I don't have centers because I didn't make them as centered rectangles. So I'm just going to grab these midpoints and line those up. It will cause some error messages when we create the fillets, but so be it. All right. And then one more thing, here to here is 0.5. So now the rectangles are fully defined, so now we can add the fillets, which all have a radius of 0.25. I'm going to just grab everything here. And it says a segment is being filleted that has a midpoint or equal length or equidistant relation. So basically there's these two guys whose midpoints are joined together. And so those fillets here, here, and here are problematic because it might move where the midpoint is. But since we're doing fillets symmetrically, it should be fine. So we'll just click yes through each of these. There we go. Yeah, it's these 4 fillets that it's complaining about. Okay, still fully defined. Midpoints haven't changed direction or changed location, so I think we're good to go. So now let's do the extruded cuts. So we just want to cut one of them first, and we're going to cut in, what is that, 1? And we're going to add the draft as well. And here we want to make the cut so that it's cutting away less material, so it's kind of like tapering inward here. If you think about from this original contour, it's going to be getting smaller as you move away from the neutral plane. All right, so we're cutting away less volume than if we did the draft outward, right? And so that's looking good for that cut. So then we'll go back into that sketch, do a cut for these guys, this one and this one, and we're going to go in 0.75 for both of them. Now the interesting thing is that it only has a section view of this top little rectangle and says that the depth is 0.75, but there's a little times 2, so must be talking about the depth of this other rectangle. That's the only last one here. So both of these have a depth cut of 0.75. And we'll also include the draft. Now in this case, the draft is 5 degrees, so it's a little bit less. You can see that right here, 5-degree draft times 2. And we again want to cut inward, or we want the draft to be inward, sorry. And so that's looking pretty good. Let's see what it looks like in the front. That's matching the front view very well. So now we just have to create this hole. It's a counter bore, and then we've got, what is this, a socket head cap screw, 3/8. Okay, I'll just go back into this view. And so we'll go into the hole wizard. Counter bore, we want to be an ANSI inch, because we select our units of IPS. Socket head cap screw, that's the SHCS, and then the size 3/8. We'll just leave fit as normal, and the end condition we want to be through all, because, well, we can see through the hole right here. You can see the other side, so it's going to be a through all cut. And we'll just click on the top plane here if you like, top face or front face, and put the hole right there. I should have clicked on the green check, but forgot to. So there we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I could have used the D shortcut too. Oh well. All right, looking pretty good. So our volume here is 37.07 cubic inches, which rounds to the answer key's volume of 37.1 cubic inches. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and keep studying.